Everything plugged in. Okay, you can hear me. Okay. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I got some new goodies right here. Oh my gosh. This is the Anastasia Brow Freeze. I actually bought the brow soap too because I wanted to compare, because this was $3 or $4.99 and then this was $23. But if you get it from Ulta, you can get $3.50 off with that little coupon thing. Just make sure that it's like including prestigious products too, because the lady was like, eh. Have you ever had an Ulta lady tell you like, they seem so stingy with giving you discounts? Give me a break, come on. I'm going to be doing a review on the Anastasia Brow Freeze comparison to the brow soap. I've never used this before. I have used this before and it seems like it's a little similar, like the concept is similar, but I don't think that it's the same. So let's test it out. So what I have are both of the products, a clean wand, a spoolie wand. This is what I use to fill my hairs with because I do like hair-like strokes. I have just been loving this. I've been talking about it on my Snapchat, all my social media, because I just love how I've been doing my brows lately. You're also gonna need an angled brush. This is from Mud Makeup from school when I was in esthetician school. I actually really like it because it's pointy. I've never really had to go other places to find sharp ones because this is very, very sharp. Let's hurry up and just get started. This side I'll do brow freeze, and then this side I will do the brow soap. So let's go. I'm gonna go with what I'm familiar with first. So we're gonna start with the brow freeze. Here's the texture of it. You can see that it's clear. It's called Brow Freeze Brow Styling Wax. And it's super like mushy, you know? So I think that's really cool. I'll just take a piece off like that. And then I will rub it onto the lid like this, and then kind of blend, make sure that it's nicely saturated onto the spoolie. History on my brows. These are microbladed. It's been about 2 years since I haven't had a retouch. I'm only going to one lady. I gotta schedule something with her because I need to get them done and I'm like 6 hours away from her. So hopefully I will get these like retouched. They kind of have a little gray tint to them. You can tell that they're definitely fading, but they have lasted a really long time. For me, I make sure that there's no moisturizer. Number one, make sure there's no moisturizer, no lotions, like anything. Make sure that it's like fully dry so that the wax can stay all day, so that the hairs can stay up all day. And what I do is just basically brush my hairs up, all the way up. All right. I'll go through maybe a couple times, so you can kind of see. So once you feel like, you know, your brows are set in place, all the little baby hairs are in place, you take the back of the spoolie and then you just kind of roll it. Make sure that all the hairs stay there. All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to the brow soap. Now this brow soap, it came with a spoolie, but I discarded it. It comes with like one that's bent at a 90-degree angle. I find that it's harder to kind of go like this versus like this. So I like going like this. See the texture of it? It's like hard. So it's a little different, but hopefully this will work. I think I'm supposed to wet it. Where's my water bottle? I am spraying just a little bit. And then I will just kind of, you know, loosen the ingredients up a little bit. My sister tried it and she absolutely hated it. But some people love it. My niece tried it and she liked it. Maybe I'm not doing it right, but it definitely does not stick compared to the brow freeze. You see what I mean? It's like in the meantime, but it's not sticking. Okay, so now the new thing that I've been doing is making feather-like strokes. All right, so what I'm gonna do is the same way that I fill my brows in, I'm gonna do it the same way on both eyes. I take a mixture between these two. It's a brown color and like a grayish color, and I'm gonna take both of them. I'm gonna line the bottom of my eyebrows. I feel like that kind of gives me a guideline, and it's a little more natural. And I always do little baby strokes like that. And then here, I'll just kind of use the residue. Very light hand. My nephew's wife, she has a sister and she does her brows really good. So I asked her what she used and she said all she uses is e.l.f. black liner. So I'm just gonna kind of like make sure that it's very sharp. We're gonna make hair strokes into our eyebrows, okay? All right, so here we go. I have to be quiet because it's very hard to talk. Every single time that you re-dip your brush into your liner, make sure that you make it flat, as thin as possible. Like, can you see how thin? It's very, very thin. And every single time you do that, because you don't want to have any blotches, and it'll mess it up. I'll do a few on the top, but mainly on the bottom. And it's time consuming versus the way that I used to do it, but it just looks so much better. So this brow soap is not bad. Let's just see if it will last all day, because this brow freeze lasts all day. So I don't know if you could see. When I feel like it's blotchy and it doesn't look like hair strokes, like real hair, then I'll take my spoolie and then I'll just kind of blend the product in. And then of course I will flatten the product out. Uh-oh, my sisters are calling me. Yeller.
Yeller, what you doing?
I'm doing a video.
Oh, what kind of video?
On my brows.
Oh, okay, the brow gel comparison?
Yep.
Don't
wanna. I'll check. I'll
say hi.
Give it to me.
Don't be showing it.
Excuse me.
Okay, yeah.
So here is what the brows look like. This one is the brow soap. So I'm gonna start off with the next brow right here, still using the same method. I make sure the edges are sharp. Uh-oh, I have a visitor. All right, so basically I'm doing the same thing here. One thing I definitely recommend is to always have like a towel or a paper towel, because you're gonna need it. You really are. Okay, I'm gonna have to hurry up this video. I have finished putting the product onto my brows, and I kind of like how this looks because it does look a lot fuller. But let's blend the hairs. All right, so this side I have the brow freeze. This side I have the brow soap. So I wonder how the difference is, if you can tell the difference. But the game changer will be to see how long it'll last. I don't really know. I actually don't know how long this is gonna last because I've never used this before. This one definitely lasts all day long. It's a lot more flexible and it actually feels fine. I'm kind of, you know, moving my face around and it doesn't feel like, you know, something's stuck, you know what I mean? So we will see how these work. I will be doing some check-ins. I'll probably do just one check-in just tonight. It already is like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, I gotta hurry up. So yeah, so far I love it. This is what I've been doing. This has been my brow routine lately, and I just love the more natural look. And yeah, so we'll check in a few. All right, so it is 10 o'clock and I'm doing my last and final check-in. And I must say I'm quite impressed with the soap brow. I really don't know what to say. It actually held on really well. I am just literally like, I'm just so shocked at this brow soap because it worked. It's just really crazy. And it didn't mess up anything. It didn't mess up my makeup that I had on. I just want to say I am in love with both of these actually. I've just been in love with this one. This is like my first love right here. But this one I'm impressed, just especially that it's $3.99. I feel like this would be good for other things too. Maybe if you have edges, baby hairs or whatever. If you want to go like a cheaper route, you can't really afford this and you can only afford this. Maybe you're a teenager or something like that. I think this would be really good. The only difference between these two is that this actually closes, so it's like airtight. But this one is kind of like a little tin can where there's no sealed close contraption, I think. And then also this one, I do feel like you definitely need to put water in it. I feel like it can kind of come out, and so I feel like it could get stale. I don't know what the terminology for stale makeup, but when you use it, you have to spray water on it anyway. It's just your preference. And right now for me, my preference is definitely brow freeze. You see how the edges are just laid flat up? And then here it's kind of, you know, giving up a little bit. So this one is literally frozen, and this one is, you know, just has a nice freeze to it, but not frozen. Well, that concludes this video. Hope you guys try them out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that these tips are helpful for you if you are struggling in the brow department, because you know we're all quarantined, so we don't even really need to do makeup. So that's why I feel like, you know, just doing a natural look is good for me instead of like going all out glam, you know, because where are we gonna go? We have nowhere to go, nothing to do, we're quarantined. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Thank you. Bye.
Did you know that when you drink hot water, it helps you lose weight because it's helping everything digest easily? And, you know, it's melting all those little things that you have inside. It's melting them all down. I am having technical difficulties today. It's crazy.